Look at that, wow. Let me show you that, wow.
Hi, welcome to Ambercraft 45. Today, me and my quality inspector, we're gonna try to cold smoke salmon in Finland in -4. Stay till end to see the results. So, first of all, you need a salmon, preferably fresh salmon, and the ginger cat. The ginger cat isn't a necessary ingredient, but it's highly recommended. You will also need coarse sea salt, a bit of sugar, dill, and of course a smoker, because without a smoker, you can't really smoke it properly. And did I mention a ginger cat? Yeah, the ginger cat is one of the best ingredients. Alright, first step, trim the salmon. Remove any fatty lumps, loose bits, and messy edges. Then check for pin bones. Just run your fingers along the center line, feel them, and pull them out one by one with the tweezers. Next, mix your cure, salt, sugar, and dill, and gently rub it into the salmon fillet. My ratio is simple, 60 grams of salt, 15 grams of sugar, and a handful of dill per 1 kilo of salmon. Make sure you coat it evenly, right to the edges, and don't forget the bottom side too. Then wrap the salmon tightly in a cling film, place it in a banking tray, and put it in the fridge for 36 hours. And yes, you might notice a tiny piece is missing. That's not an accident. I'm using it as gravlax to make perfect breakfast sandwiches. Check my channel if you want that recipe too. After 36 hours, take it out, unwrap it, and rinse off all the cure under cold running water. Then pat it completely dry with paper towels. At this point, let your cat inspect it, ideally without eating it. Once it's fully dry, put it back in the fridge for another 12 hours. This forms something called a pellicle, a slightly tacky surface that helps the smoke stick properly. Now for the cold smoke generator. I'm using simple alder smoke dust. Fill it evenly and level it out. You don't want it piled up because then the burn can jump and cross the smoke unevenly. To light it, I use a candle. Candles, honestly, are one of the best for igniting these. Light the candle, hold it under the generator, and leave it for a few minutes until it starts smoldering properly. Once it's going, put the generator into a smoker, and of course put the salmon in too. Close the lid and let it smoke for 30 minutes to 1 hour initially. So after 30 minutes, I went back to check the salmon, just to make sure the smoke is still going. And look at this, it's beautiful. The smoke is flowing perfectly. But there is a problem. The outside temperature dropped to -7, and inside the smoker it's only around 0 degrees Celsius. It could even drop into negatives overnight, and that's no good. I even used a second thermometer to make sure it wasn't a glitch, same result. So we need to fix that. Alright, here is the fix. I'm using a ceramic heat lamp. I run an extension cord to the smoker, mount the lamp inside, and voila. Now the temperature inside the smoker is sitting around +7 degrees Celsius, which is perfect. And on the way home, I got attacked by this ginger predator. But at the last second, it chose mercy and let me live, for now. So, our salmon has been cold smoking for 20 hours now. Let's check what is the situation inside the smoker. I've got my extension cord here. I've connected my aquarium lamp inside the smoker for heating because it was -7 degrees outside and it was about 0 degrees Celsius inside. So now we should have a healthy temperature of around 10 degrees. There we go, we got 12 degrees. That is a good temperature for smoking. And let's check how our cold smoke generator looks like. It's still going on strong, so we still got probably a couple of hours left of smoke in there. And let's check the salmon out. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful. let's still leave it. We'll check it in a couple of hours again. So the salmon has been cold smoking for 24 hours now. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, smoke generator is still going, but I think we probably gonna take the salmon out. Let's have a look at the salmon. Oh, beautiful. I think I'm gonna take it out and just start vacuum sealing. Not sure, should I leave it for another hour or should I take it out and start vacuum sealing? So the salmon has smoked for just over 24 hours. I left it for another few hours in a smoker. It's only 6:30 p.m. here in Finland, but as you can see, it's already pretty dark. And let's see how our salmon looks. Look at that. So here we go. Homemade cold smoked salmon in -7 degrees Finland, and it turned out absolutely delicious. Now I slice it into smaller portions, 200 to 250 grams per pack, and vacuum seal it for storage. Hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next smoking experiment.